It's bizarre that a month has gone by since I posted my first video, and in this video I'd like to talk about what I've learned over the span of a month. My name is Eesen, and I'm a proud graduate of the University of Southern California. I work as a consultant full-time, but in my part-time, I mentor students and I help them land jobs and internships, I help them with the resume reviews, and I help them prepare for interviews as well. Tutoring is my passion, and making these videos has been a lot of fun for me. So I'd like to talk about the things I've learned over the course of this month. When I started with my first video, I just wanted to make sure I was getting out as much valuable content to you, my viewer. I also didn't want to be that YouTuber who was just trying to rack up watch time and just prolong the video without providing much value at all. Because of this, I actually was talking a lot faster than I wanted to, as I didn't want to lose your attention and I didn't want you to click out of the video and I didn't want you to think that I was just trying to waste your time. In fact, I cringe when I watch some of my first videos which I posted just a week ago. So lesson number 1, I want to provide an experience for you. Yes, I want to provide high quality content and make sure that you're better off than you were than when you started watching the video, but I also want to make sure that it's an enjoyable experience for you, that you're not getting bored, that you're not tuning out, that you're able to stay as focused as you can when watching my videos. So my mindset changed from wanting to save your time to wanting to provide an experience. And building on this idea that I first had about wanting to save your time, not only was my editing really poor, but I would actually remove pauses just to save your time. As a result, this ended up producing very choppy video, so these led to videos I'm not the most proud of, to say the least. I've learned that I need to balance the principle of wanting to save your time along with wanting to deliver an experience. So I'm gonna work hard to make sure I can do both of those, and it may take me some time, but I promise I will try and get better. Point number 2, building a brand. In addition to wanting to provide an experience for you, I also want to build my brand. I want this channel to be a place to share what I've learned with you, and I also want to build my brand as someone who is a credible, trustworthy individual who wants to see you succeed. So on this point about building my brand, I added an intro scene and an outro scene. It took me a few hours of watching different videos to make the outro scene, but that intro scene took me a very long time. I'm probably gonna say between 5 and 7 hours. And one of the students who I'm currently mentoring, Connie, was kind enough to make the banner for my YouTube channel. And it took a lot of brainstorming with Connie and one of my other mentees, Matt, to identify ways for me to build my brand. Number 3, my skills have improved. So obviously the more you do something, the better you get at it. For me, I continue to invest hours and hours of my time into this every single day. My video edits are better, I'm speaking slower, my setup has kind of changed in the room. I added an intro and an outro. I added some background music to again tie into this idea of wanting to provide an experience for you. And of course I add some pictures from my time at USC or some memes which I think are pretty funny. I've also tried to learn to make better thumbnails. I pay attention to the size of the text, what's in the picture, and how to use Photoshop better so that I can create better thumbnails. Believe it or not, it took me 2 to 3 hours to record my first video, which in all fairness was 12 minutes long, but now it takes me about an hour for me to record 2 videos, which are each between 5 and 8 minutes. And I'm trying to be much more expressive with my gestures. When I talk to someone in real life, I'm much more expressive. I felt the need to be much more put together when I speak in front of a camera, but I'm gonna try and be much more casual and more attuned to who I really am in my future videos. Point number 4, here's what I've invested so far. So this mic you see right here, it cost me $70. I didn't want to have to rely on the audio quality of my phone, which is what I used to record. One of my friends from USC, Randy, who also has his own YouTube channel, has been kind enough to help me edit my audio for my videos. He edits every single one, and I can't thank him enough. He's one of the best friends I have. I've also purchased an Adobe subscription, which cost me $40 a month. By paying $40 a month, I get access to, I think, the entire Adobe suite, but I only use Photoshop and Premiere Pro, and that was the cheapest I could pay to get access to those two. I didn't want to have to rely on trial versions of software, and I didn't want to use softwares that were unknown. I don't have a DSLR to record. That's one thing I didn't want to have to spend money on because it is pretty expensive. I believe I would have to spend at least $300. I also pay for a OneDrive subscription, which costs me about $70 per year for 1 terabyte, which is 100 gigabytes. Because these videos take a lot of space and because I want it to be organized, I thought it'd be a good idea to invest into a OneDrive subscription. You're probably wondering how much time I spend on this, and I spend about 3 to 5 hours every weekday right after work. I spend between 15 and 20 hours on the weekends. So that's about 30 to 45 hours per week in addition to my full-time job, which is about 40 to 50 hours per week. So it is a pretty big time commitment, and what drives me is my passion and motivations. Whenever I think about is it really worth it, I always go back to those reasons. The Photoshop thumbnails typically take between 1 to 2 hours per video thumbnail, and most of my time actually goes into the video editing process, in addition to whatever time I spend learning new things about Photoshop or Premiere Pro through YouTube tutorials. Point number 5, my goals for now. I want to continue with this channel at least until the end of December, and I really want to give it my all until then. In the beginning, I thought I'd only be posting 1 video per week every Monday, but now I've decided that I'm going to be posting twice a week, every Monday and every Thursday. I'm the kind of person where if I'm going to do something, I'm going to make sure I do it right. Yes, it is a lot of work, 30 to 45 hours a week is no joke, but when I have people like my mentees, Connie and Matt, who are kind enough to help me with creating a banner and help me brainstorm ways to build my brand, when I have good friends like Randy, who are kind enough to audio edit my videos, I think it's only fair to them if I give it my all, at least until the end of December. I've calculated that I'll have about 48 videos by the end of December, and I'm probably gonna squeeze in an extra 2 somewhere in there so that I can hit that milestone of 50 videos by the end of the year. If I can hit monetization requirements, which are 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers by the end of December, then I'll continue with this channel. I'm currently at 17 subscribers and 9 hours of watch time, so I have a long way to go. But if I can't hit those requirements, then I'll probably stop. Maintaining this channel takes a lot of time. Like I said, I'm spending between 30 and 45 hours every single week on this channel alone. And while I love making these videos, it's just not a good use of my time if I don't see those results by then. And if I can't hit monetization requirements with 50 videos of, in my opinion, high quality content, then it's probably time I stop the channel. It either means that there isn't a market for this or people just aren't interested. And one of my goals for this channel was to help students, and if there's no market for this, then I'm probably just better sticking to one-on-one mentoring just as I've been doing. But either way, I'm excited for this journey and I'm going to continue giving it my all at least till the end of December. If I hit those requirements or if this channel maybe goes big, then I'll have to reevaluate my plan. And if not, I still come out of this with 50 videos that I'm proud of. So that's all for this video, guys. I'll probably do another one of these videos midway between now and the end of December to give you another update. But until then, I hope you look forward to seeing my weekly videos, and I'll talk to you soon.